I want you to do something right now. Think about the last time you sat in silence. No phone, no background noise, no podcast, just you alone with your thoughts. How long ago was that? A week? A month? Or honestly, you can't even remember. That's not an accident. That's by design. I am not here to tell you social media is evil. I'm not going to lecture you because the truth is, I was one of the worst. I would wake up and before my feet even hit the floor, my thumb was already scrolling. Not because I wanted to, not because I made a choice. My hand just did it like a reflex. And I told myself what we all tell ourselves. I'm just checking. It's only 5 minutes. I need it for work. But here is the thing nobody talks about. Those apps are not designed for you to enjoy them. They are designed for you to not be able to stop. There are rooms full of the most brilliant engineers on the planet. People who could have cured diseases, build satellites, and do so much more. And instead, they spend their careers figuring out how to make you feel empty enough to keep scrolling for one more minute. Let that land for a second. So I quit, not a detox, not a break. I actually deleted the apps. And the first 3 days were genuinely weird. I would pick up my phone and there was nothing to open. I would feel this low level anxiety like I was missing something. Somewhere something important was happening and I wasn't seeing it. That feeling, that's actual real withdrawal from an app. But then something shifted around day 4. I started noticing things. I finished a book in 2 days, not because I'm some speed reader, but because I had time. I had hours I didn't know. I had a full conversation with someone without my brain pulling toward my pocket. I sat in a coffee shop and just watched people. And it wasn't boring. It was actually kind of beautiful because I was present, maybe for the first time in a long time. Here is what I think nobody is being honest about. Social media doesn't just steal your time. It steals your identity. When you are constantly consuming other people's opinions, other people's life, other people's reels, you slowly stop knowing what you actually think, what you actually want, what you find funny when nobody's watching. You start performing, even in private, even in your own head. You catch yourself thinking in captions, framing moments for an imaginary audience before you've even lived them. And after a while, you don't know if the life you are living is yours or just content. That's a terrifying thing to admit. But if it hit you just now, if something in your chest just tightened, it's because it's true. It's true for you too. Now, here is where I'm not going to do what every other video does. I'm not going to give you a 10-step plan. I'm not going to tell you to replace scrolling with journaling and cold showers and 5 a.m. workouts because the truth is simpler than that and harder too. You just have to be willing to be bored. That's it. Boredom is the thing we've been running from. Every notification, every reel, every scroll, it's all just noise we've been created, so we never have to sit with ourselves. But boredom is where everything good comes from. Your best ideas, your clearest decisions, your actual personality. When you stop filling every gap with content, you start creating, you start thinking, you start remembering who you were before you had social media. I want to tell you about one specific moment that changed things for me. About 2 weeks after I quit, I was walking home. No headphones, no podcast, just walking. And I had a proper, fully formed idea for something I wanted to build. And I remember thinking, where did that come from? It came from silence. It came from the space I made. Your brain is not broken. It's not lazy. It's not unimaginative. It's just overwhelmed. It's been giving so much input so fast for so long that it hasn't had a single moment to output. Quitting social media isn't about becoming some monk who lives off the grid. It's about giving your brain back to yourself. Here is my challenge to you. Not a 30-day challenge, not a digital detox. Just this. Delete one app today. Just one. The one you go to when you're bored, when you're anxious, when you're avoiding something. And the next time you reach for it, and you will reach for it, just sit there, do nothing. Let yourself be uncomfortable for maybe 2-3 minutes. See what comes up. Because what comes up might be anxiety or restlessness or grief or longing or some feeling you've been scrolling away from for months. On the other side of that discomfort, the version of you that isn't performing, isn't consuming, isn't comparing, just you with something real to say. I will leave you with this. The most interesting people I have ever met, the ones who seem alive in a way most people don't, they all have one thing in common. They are not impressed by the noise. They've found something worth paying attention to, and they protect their attention. It's the most valuable thing they own because it is. Your attention is your life. Wherever it goes, that's where you are spending the only thing you can't get back. Spend it on something real. Thank you and see you next time.